Greetings. I understand that quite a few people don't realise that actually electric cars are pretty affordable. So I thought I'd make just a short video to tell you about how I got mine. I was having my car MOT'd and the guy said to me, I don't understand why people like you don't have electric cars, 2 years ago. And I said, oh, it's quite expensive. And he said, well, you can have a contract car. For £200 a month, you can have a top of the range electric car. Could be even cheaper. So I was a bit impressed with this, but thinking, actually, I've never done a contract on anything. I do not like owing anybody anything, so it's not what I normally do. And he said, how much do you spend on fuel every month? And I said, £150. He said, well, for a car for 200, where you don't have problems and your clutch is about to go, which is 600 quid, and at Christmas your air filter went, which was £1,000, and I believe, Lucy, it ruined your Christmas. He was right, and he had cars that he was selling on his forecourt, but he believed in it enough that he tipped me off and said, you really need to think about this. So I went off to Nissan after doing my homework. They were offering a charger. I'm not benefiting at all from this, other than they lent me a car the other day when I had to hotfoot it to Spotlight in Plymouth. And I get 110 miles out of my car. I've had it for 2 years. It's fantastic. And when I charge it, it's about £2 for that 110 mile charge. And I never use any other chargers from outside because I don't do 110 miles every day. And the odd occasion when I have done a long journey, I usually jump on the train when it's Exeter anyway. So next month I'm going to look at my new next contract and whatever the next car will be. And I'm quite excited about that because the range is obviously going to be even further and I'm sure it's going to be more efficient again. So I would suggest that you do have a look at it. And I can only go by recommendation, other companies apply. But Nissan have been really good to me. It was really easy, and I'm going to admit that the guy even came to help me park it in my very tight garage. So do give Nissan a ring, and I would even, wherever you are in the country, come to Cornwall, go to Bodmin, West End Motors down there, and also speak to James Holder. He is cracking. And when you meet him, you'll know exactly why I'm recommending him. These are good people. So thank you for watching, and please do think about your electric car. There are other good stories that go with this, and the battery's been tested and they're 97% efficient after the Sonostal taxi fleet have been tested after hammering the battery for a few years. You know, there's not a bad argument for them, so give it a whirl and have a think about it. It's much cheaper than what you're doing with no major garage bills to worry about. Life is a little bit easier.